Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. A double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit and in sound doctrine. Lord willing that they continue. And shalom to the Akwaf, the sisters of this faith and this truth. Lord willing you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai has mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Lord willing, this is smooth and quick through the Spirit. Came across this by a brother sending this in our little group chat behind the scenes. And this is somebody's, podcast channel. And the title of the video is Starving Single Moms Turned to Stripping as Food Stamps Slashed by Trump. Now, I'm titling this video, Woe to Them That Are at Ease, the Coming Time of Destruction, right? So let's hear what he says and just get a few scriptures.
Food and groceries to the hottest mom on stage. Top 5 participants get a Walmart gift card. And then it shows this is in Chattanooga, Tennessee, whatever. So as 50 Shades of Way says, conservatives gain power. They slash social programs. Local strip clubs hold contests for moms who need to feed their kids. Christian nation or fascist dystopia? Yeah, that's exactly right. Guys, this is where we're at. Look at how rapidly everything fucking came apart. Look at how rapidly. Sometimes people joke like, oh, we're an OnlyFans economy. We're a gig economy and an OnlyFans economy. In all seriousness, we're a fucking gig economy and an OnlyFans economy. In all seriousness, that's what we are. Because this is...
Now, what made it hit even more, made me just really want to do a lesson when I was hearing, was it Elder Yashawamba, I believe. It was a brother, if I am incorrect, it was a brother. I was watching the video, and he said that he seen a beautiful woman with a sign asking for food, and that she'll do anything for food, or she didn't have food, and he was like, yo, this girl was cold, she was gorgeous, and after I got done watching the video, I had to tell the brother Yermayan, I'm like, yo, man, this beautiful women carrying signs, I need food, so again, when you look at Isaiah 3, Isaiah 32, a lot of y'all women are at ease where you think that independent shit. Now, of course, there's women that's rich, that got money, but all that's about to come to a fucking end. Now, especially you women that's in the hood, right? Trying to make some of yourself in your city, you gonna get smacked. Because I know some women that got a high-paying job, and they can't, of course, don't get food stamps, and they pay people like, hey, yo, can I buy 200 or 300 food stamps off of you? You know what I'm saying? Right? Because food prices is high, but it's getting real. Like, I know, like, not even saying names, I know neighbors and people that are asking for food, right? Guess what? It's about to get real. And even if I could feel bad or you could feel bad, the number one thing is how you think Yahweh Shema Shai feel, right? Because we understand that his servants are going to eat. But those that didn't care about the Lord, let me actually get this. I want to get this side precept. Let me go. I'm gonna keep this on the screen. Because if I leave, it's gonna leave. We ain't gonna see that no more. So I'm gonna go to the classic in Matthew 4:4. It says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. Right? It's a lot of people that just live off of food, live off of weed, live off of drinking juice or drinking liquor, but they don't live off of the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. They gonna get what's coming to them. Now, yes, like in Matthew 25, you're gonna lend that lending hand to somebody, especially if you got enough, right? But still, in the end, right, this is some survival of the fittest. Now, unless we know that that's of the elect or chosen, right? In most cases, our spirit is going to bear witness with us. Like, you know what? Let me lend to this sister right here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me lend to this brother. Shit is going to hit so bad, people are going to show their true colors, you know? The elect is going to want to hear that word, right? The elect is want to know, what can I do? What can I do? Because food is going to only just last for so long. Then you're going to run out of that. You're going to need some new food, okay? So, woe to them that are at ease. Let's go to not Isaiah. Let's go to Amos chapter 6, verse 1. And I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits you who lounge in luxury in Jerusalem? Isn't it Jake that lounge in luxury? Right? And you could be rich. And it's Jake that's living real low. And they make their lifestyle feel like luxury. And you who feel secure in Samaria, really the northern kingdom, you are famous and popular in Israel, and people go to you for help. Yo, when you go, what is it, Sirach 13, I was going to do a lesson on it, but I didn't end up doing it. But when those that are rich, right, people look out for them when they fall. But when a poor person fall, they don't look out for them, step over them, or they laugh, And who's that through the spirit poor? Those that are in the bosom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay? So many Israelites today are at ease, comfortable in this wicked system, trusting in Babylon, America, and its wealth, food supply, and entertainment. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is about to shake this comfort. Those that trust in Esau's system rather than the Most High will be caught unprepared. Right? Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. Now, yes, Jerusalem was a place, but Jerusalem is the people, synonymous with the 12 tribes. And punish the men that are settled in their lease, that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. This is men out here saying that, and it's some of you women, right? Because this lesson is for women and for men and women, right? So Yahweh will search out those who are spiritually lukewarm and complacent, and people who think judgment won't come. Let's line that up with Revelations, the 3rd chapter. Wow, and I just did a lesson on this. I was speaking on this point in the lesson, right? This is Revelations chapter 3. Starting at verse 15, it says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. I'd rather you be cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Right? The Lord is going to vomit you out, because thou say, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wrecked and miserable and poor and blind and naked. You don't even know you miserable. Come on, man. Y'all really don't know that y'all judgment is about to come, right? Y'all think judgment won't come. And that is a lot of y'all that got money and think everything handy and dandy. Guess what? You bound to take the charagma, right? Let's get Isaiah 32. I think we're going to start at 9. Which one? We want to start at 9, right? This is Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled and careless women. Ye careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Right? For your fruit, your crop shall fail. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon thy loins. Right? The Lord is going to strip off your pretty clothes. The women that's wearing the J's or the mini skirt, all that other stuff, guess what? They gonna come outside like bums. It's about to get real. They gonna be putting on burlap, right, to show their grief, sackcloth, and they shall lament for the tents or the sorrows, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines, right? So this applies to the daughter of Zion, right? You 12 tribes, Israelite Eve, man. From the southern and northern kingdom, living in comfort and pride, thinking the system will always provide food, money, and luxury. But the ventures shall fail, meaning your supplies will be cut off. What just happened? Right? Through the Spirit, the Lord put it on Esau to give you this damn food stamps. Give you discounts and coupons. All that's coming to naught. Got cut off. We're entering a time when food and water and safety will no longer be a guarantee. Some people is not going to know when they going to eat. 2nd Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right? The ease will vanish in one day, okay? And people will do anything to survive. You got to really understand, man. People will do anything to survive. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, verse 18, right? I think verse 18 and 19. Yo, your neighbor's going to start spoiling your houses, man. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 19. This is the time of desperation. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? Another good is a possession. And when you look at Sirach 36:24, when a man get a wife, he gets a possession. So you women are considered a good. So when the famine hits and the economy fully collapses, people will turn violent. And those who once mocked the prophets and took the truth lightly will be desperate, stealing, killing, and betraying family members just to eat. Right? It's one in I can't think of it. It's 2nd Ezra, where friends gonna fight one another, man. Right? So let me get this. Lamentations, the 4th chapter, verse 9 and 10. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of fruit of the field. And the hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Right? So the tender-hearted women have cooked their own children. They have eaten them to survive the siege. Right? This happened when Babylon seized the land. Imagine what's going to happen in this time when Jacob trouble hit. Right? Hunger is going to drive people to madness. Deuteronomy 28:28. Right? The Lord put that spirit on us, a madness, astonishment, blind, right? So it strips away all immorality. Yahweh Shemashai is warning us to repent before the time comes. This is why we do these lessons. This is why we out in the highways and byways, man. Right? Let me get a few more. Let's get Luke 21, verse 25. It says, there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations and perplexity, men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. When people realize there's no escape, no food, no power, no stability, fear has consumed them, right? But those who are rooted in Yahweh Shemashai will be stable. Literally, they will be stable. Lord willing, that's us. And what's the prime way we're going to be stable? Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, in strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. And they're using the wisdom and knowledge right now by applying it within their temple. But then when shit hit the fan, that's when the action come into play. Right? You're gonna be thinking of the number one thing, Yahweh Shema Shai. You're gonna be thinking of the name of the Heavenly Father. Only those who have wisdom and fear of Yahweh, right, being terrified, right, a reverence, respecting Yahweh, they're gonna endure mentally and spiritually in the time of desperation. That's why they're going to be in the knowing. Oh my goodness, this is here. No, they're going to be in the knowing. We still human, still in the flesh, still had that fear, right? But not fear like them. Our fear is going to be the fear in Yahweh, because the Lord can take that spirit from you, be like, oh, next thing you know, now you not calling on the Lord. Now you just so afraid. How we gonna eat? We gonna have no food, and you ain't even calling on the Lord. You ain't praying not one bit. Okay. So 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims. Pilgrims is someone looking for a traveler looking for a holy land upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that lose, or be as one that will lose. So now is the time to detach from the world. Like right now, not tomorrow. If you start now, you already ready for tomorrow. Then you ready for the next day and the next day. You want to get detached from the things of this world and prepare spiritually, right? Our comfort must come from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not from pleasures or stability of Babylon. You want to, like, a lot of us will come in this truth and then point the finger at somebody in the world. It could be some of you women that oh man, that sister, or she looked like that, or she dressed like this. And guess what? Some of these harlot women are going to be saved before you, man. You know? So even you women of the truth, don't get comfortable, right? Be sure. This is why women and children should be like, especially you women that's single and you watching the Men of the Lord, you should really be taking, like, you really listen to a man of the Lord. These lessons is to prepare you for what's to come. Guess what? If you single, you're going to be drawn to a man of the Lord. And it's going to be beautiful. But we're really headed to Esau's downfall in Yahushai's kingdom, man. Literally. So you want things to hit fast in a hurry. But that's the same with you spiritually, brother and sister. Build yourself. Maximize your faith, because that's why I believe the ones that's around me, it's for me. Like for you yourself, those that are around you, for yourself, is to maximize your faith, right? Because the more people that believe that's around you, the more fire you're going to be. The more fire. Even the brothers that I communicate with TikTok, the more fire I am to see them. I'm able to see them on their videos, right? Get to talk to them on the phone, get to talk to them on TikTok, right? I get to see them be diligent. They hit you up in the back chat. Yo, what up? Yo, shalom. Yo, I got this video. You get to feel the fire in them, right? So then when that communication cut off, you got to use so much motivation from these brothers or these sisters that you've been around. Guess what? That's going to get you through, right? So Revelations 18, verse 7, how much she have glorified herself, dealing with Babylon the Great, America, and lived deliciously. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. Babylon's ease will be turned into mourning and hunger. This whole freaking place, even when they push the MOTB, man, those who trusted in her system will cry out in vain. Yo, let's go to Revelations 13, right? Because this new system is not to please the masses, it's really pleasing the elites. So this Revelations 13, is it 14? I see in the NLT it's saying the word that I'm thinking in my head. Let me see. Okay, nope. It actually says it in the KJV. This is Revelations 13 and 14. It says, I'll start at verse 13. It says, he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven, talking about the ICBM missiles, on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which technology Esau's deceiving. Like right now, this brother, basically cops damn near harassing him, pointing guns at him, because AI thought that this man had a gun, but he didn't. Right? I don't know if I can look at it on this phone. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it says Baltimore high school student Taki Allen was swarmed and held by gunpoint by police after an AI detection system mistook his bag of Doritos for a gun. A bag of Doritos. That's AI. So people are going to be deceived by their miracles, Revelations 13:14, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, right? Which is the system of Edom, right? Starting with the elites, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast, right? Which go into this new world system of, of Rome, man. They new system, right? Which had the womb by the sword and did live. That's speaking about Rome. Rome was wounded and now they're healed. Okay? So those that trust in this system, man, y'all gonna cry out in vain, man. So this is Sirach, the 18th chapter, verse 24. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, in the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. Okay? So we must prepare now, which is spiritually, the men and the women, right? Y'all that are at ease will soon trade righteousness for survival. Okay? Doing anything to eat and drink or live. Which basically, y'all gonna take that charagma. Literally, you're gonna take the Revelations 13, 6 and 7. You're gonna take the stigma. But the elect, those rooted in the faith in Yahweh Shai, will be fed and protected, man. Isaiah 65 verse 13. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. And look, the servants is the prophets. And this is why we saying, look, and this time is going to be so real. You women are naturally, if you are of the faith, those women, because there's going to be some women that's going to get removed out of this truth. A woman that's a wife right now in this truth going to get removed because she ain't sincere. And a lot of you women going to get real humble when that shit really cracked down and women cleaving to your man, and then you having that emulation spirit, jealous spirit. You gonna get sifted right out. Guess what? You're not the only elect. You're not the only elect sister, man. Right? The elect men, I'm telling you, it's about to be different. Right? It just said, my servants. The servants is the prophets. So if they eating, those that surround them is eating. Think about it. So behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow in heart. Right? So the children, the brother that had to deal with his baby mom, watch, she gonna be trying to come back to him, because the spirit gonna hit a lot of us to go back to our natural instinct. A man is gonna go to protective mode, especially men that got children. Even if you don't know martial arts, it's brothers out here that probably don't know nothing. You're gonna a natural instinct gonna hit you. You're gonna be protective, and women are gonna be covered. Look, are you 6 feet, 4 feet? Look, a man of the Lord, man, that spirit, that woman gonna know a man of the Lord, especially if you eating. Hey, your demeanor, you know, like the brother just said, and this man through the spirit, man. The brother just said in the LA camp, inspiration and motivation in them. He said, because we was me and Yahweh always watching the same video. He said, brothers gonna have spiritual powers, and it's gonna happen on this side. It might happen in that time where people was looking for the man of the Lord that's teaching before the famine of the word, and they teaching the highways and byways as a multitude. And somebody might be sick, somebody might be having a health problem, and they might not believe just off of just going to the scriptures, and you might just heal somebody. Or like I'm thinking in my mind while he talking about somebody healing, right? I was thinking of somebody come and they speak in another language, and out of nowhere, I know that they speak another language, and I start speaking in another language, and the brothers around me know the language I'm speaking, and they speak in English, and I'm speaking in another language. And guess what? People are gonna know, man, this brother, man, yo, he speaks Spanish. They gonna be stuck, you know, and we gonna know that it's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Had thoughts that somebody come up and they feel a certain like health problems, and they still trying to hear the word, and brother just say in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, heal them so they can hear this word. And right there and then we felt a healing virtue leave us, but everybody around wouldn't know until the person like, yo, I feel good. Whoa, these is the men of the Lord, the men of the Lord. And the spirit is gonna hit people, man. They're gonna be drawn to the men of the Lord, man. Right? You're going to be seen to know that you are man of the Lord, right? Either miracles, right? What was Peter? Peter said, man, not Peter, it was people saying, if I just get into his shadow, I'm going to be healed. Yo, it's going to get real. The things that you read in Acts, the men of the Lord is going to do that. We're in the time of Acts, right? We're in the time of Acts, right? Whenever that time happens, right? People are, faith is going, when you read it, even the book of Acts, it said people in the faith grew 3,000, 4,000, 500, right? Man, that's why reading the book of Acts is so important. How many people came into the faith just off of certain miracles that they did? Some of them, a multitude came just by teaching. Believing right there and then. In Acts, the 10th chapter, those Gentiles got the Rakakwadash right in them. People was confounded. It was amazed. Like, yo, you see these Gentiles? They got the Rakakwadash in them. They seen it. It wasn't no Harry Potter. They seen it. They know. They felt it. This is the time, man. Yo, call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Again, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Those that's new to the channel, Yahweh is the Most High God. Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, JC. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, scattered four corners of the earth. Lord willing, as a whole, you continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwaf, the believers of this faith and this truth, the sisters. Lord willing, you continue to pursue your lot, being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai has mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Again, the title of this lesson is Woe to them that are at ease, the coming time of desperation. So with that, shalom, shalom, abba, abba.